What is poppin', everybody? Welcome into Jammin with Juice. That is what you are sipping on right now, you guys. I am your girl, Noni Juice, always keeping it juicy. And, of course, I got my boy Ben Jammin with me.
It's amazing.
You guys, it is election day. The day is finally here, the day that we have been waiting for. And listen, y'all, I am honored. Ben Jam, we are both honored to have the star of the show. The reason why we all even have a responsibility to go out and vote today. A certified juicy jammer, I would like to call her myself. We have Madam Vice President Kamala Harris on the line right now. Thank you so much for joining Jammin with Juice today on your busy, big day.
A happy election day. It is so wonderful to be with you both, and I am just happy to talk with you and your fans, your listeners, about the importance of them weighing in on this election and reminding folks that their voice can be carried through their vote, and that is their power to make decisions about the future of our country.
That is very true, VP. Now, you had 108 days. That is what you had to pull your campaign together. And today is the final day that you will be able to see the fruits of your labor. We were able to witness what true determination and grit really looks like. And I don't know how you even got enough sleep. Okay, you were just knocking on doors yesterday in Pennsylvania. All right. So can you even describe how you're feeling emotionally today and what thoughts are going through your head?
You know, first of all, I have to tell you, I'm just so grateful to all of the folks. I mean, we have volunteers. We have people who have been just giving of their time with all of the demands they have in their lives to reach out to their neighbors, their friends, their coworkers, and reminding each other that we all are in this together, and we have so much more in common than what separates us. And we have the ability to chart a new way forward with a new generation of leadership in America. So my heart is heavy with gratitude and with the knowledge that there are so many people who are committed through the end of today, through 8 p.m., which is when the polls close in Wisconsin, to get out the vote, to remind people to go to iwillvote.com if they're not sure where they can vote, but to get the vote out and remind people of their power, because there is so much good we can do, and I'm ready to walk into the Oval Office with my to-do list.
Madam Vice President Kamala Harris, after tonight, after you win, because everyone here in Milwaukee just can't wait to see you become the President of the United States, the 47th President of the United States.
I can't do it without their help, though. The day is long.
Yeah.
Very true. But what's one dream you have for America's future during your presidency or even after your presidency that you deeply hold to your heart?
Oh, that's a beautiful question. There's a lot. I believe in creating opportunity for people. You know, the thing I know about who we all are is we are a people, we are a nation that has ambitions and aspirations and dreams, but not everyone always has access to the opportunity to reach those goals. So my vision and my plan is to create those opportunities, whether it is for first-time home buyers to give them a $25,000 down payment assistance, they can get their foot in the door to be able to have home ownership, which is about intergenerational wealth. My goal is, and my vision is about how our young parents have a natural desire to parent their children well, but not always the resources. So I'm going to extend the child tax credit to $6,000 so it can help young parents pay for child care or pay for a car seat or a crib. My vision is about supporting our small businesses. I love our small businesses. Our small business owners are business leaders, and they are civic leaders. They are community leaders. And so my work is about supporting them with access to capital so they can grow their small business. For our entrepreneurs, people who have incredible ideas and they have the grit, the work ethic, but not necessarily access to the capital and opportunities. Part of my plan is a $20,000 a non-refundable loan for people who qualify to help them have the money to set up a website and buy the equipment that allows them to be successful with their small business. So these are just a few examples of how I plan to lift up people and working people in the middle class based on all that they so rightly deserve.
Madam Vice President, we have a lot of first-time voters today and a lot of people who are around 18 years old. Do you have any tips for them on Election Day, to get them ready and motivated and let them know what all they need to do?
Well, first of all, let me just say that our young leaders have so much at stake in this election because for them, these issues that are at play right now, this is not about politics for them. This is not about something theoretical for them. This is about their lived experience, whether it be having a president who takes on the issue of gun violence and takes it seriously, knowing that so many of our young people have had to go through active shooter drills and have had to go through so much that's been traumatic and hard. It's about dealing with the climate crisis and taking on that issue in a way that is about knowing that we have to save this planet for our young people. It's about making sure that young people have the opportunity for home ownership, which is why my plan includes a $25,000 down payment assistance for first-time home buyers. It's about bringing down the cost of groceries. All of that is part of a specific plan that I have that is genuinely oriented toward understanding that people have a right to not just be able to get by, but to get ahead. And that's how I think of my work. I plan on walking into the Oval Office with a to-do list on behalf of the American people to get stuff done.
Madam Vice President Kamala Harris, 16 years ago on this night, we as the American people elected Barack Obama as our president. I remember my mother dropping tears seeing Barack Obama become the president of the United States. Tonight is your night.
Yeah.
What is going through your mind on this honorable night?
Oh, Ben, I have to tell you, right now my focus is on making sure people vote because, as we know, and I'm sure as your mother would say and testify, destiny does not just happen. It happens because we put the work into it. And so today I am focused on reminding people of the power of their vote and to ask people for their vote. I'm asking people for their vote, and I know that it requires taking time out of their busy lives to make the time to go vote, but it will make all the difference in terms of the future of our country. So that's my focus right now. Go to the polls, vote, talk to your friends and your neighbors and your coworkers and your play cousins and everybody else about the importance of your vote and the power that should never let anyone take from you. Don't ever let anybody take your power from you. Don't ever let anybody silence you. So everybody, I encourage to get out and vote today.
Yes, I 100% agree. And we don't want to hold too much of your time today. I know it is such a really, really big day for you, and we are all rooting for you. But I do want to ask you, what will be the most memorable part of this journey that you have been on for these last 108 days that you will take away with you no matter the outcome? Obviously, you're going to get it done, girl. But what is the most memorable part? What has that been for you?
Yeah. It's the people. I have to tell you guys know this, right? It's the people. It's people from every walk of life, every age, coming together under one roof, at the various rallies that I've been doing, and seeing in the face of a stranger a neighbor. And I just that makes me so hopeful that we all know that we're done with this era that's been about trying to divide people and have Americans point fingers at each other, that we're ready, all of us, to turn the page on that and chart a new way forward. And that is the thing that I take away, which is my sense of optimism has been renewed and verified through the people in Wisconsin and in other places who are coming out to say we are not going to passively sit by. We are going to participate. We are going to join hands and work together, strengthen our nation, strengthen our families, and create a future for our young people that they are so deserving of.
Madam Vice President Kamala Harris, thank you so much for joining our show. One of my last questions that I have to ask you, after you do get the job done tonight,
God willing.
Yeah, God willing, yes.
Oh, yeah.
Can Jam with Juice come to the White House and get some of those good collard greens that you have?
You know, that's the one thing I have to tell you through this campaign. I have not been cooking, and you know I love to cook, and I will put my collard greens up against anybody's.
Oh, wow. Madam VP, I heard you got some good dressing too, but I just wanted to tell you, my auntie, y'all gonna have to compete. I'm sorry. Y'all gotta compete.
I'm up for the challenge. I am up for the challenge.
That's fine.
And tell your auntie I'm sending her my love.
Of course. Thank you so much once again, Madam Vice President. 4 years ago when you and Joe Biden won on Election Day, we heard those famous words of, "We did it, Joe." I can't wait for tonight when you bring it home in those beautiful, sweet words that we are going to be able to hear from you, your first words as the president. I look forward to that. We thank you so much for joining Jammin' with Juice. Good luck to you. We are rooting for you.
God bless
And you going to make history, girl. Okay? And we got
we
you.
are gonna make history.
Yes,
we are gonna make history.
Yes,
Very
a new
true.
way
Thank
forward
you,
for
bro.
sure. And you got to stop in the studio next time you're in Milwaukee. We got to have you in. We want a
I would
famous
love that. You
picture.
know, I love spending time in Milwaukee. I would love to do that. We'll figure that out. We'll figure that out. And thank you guys for the time and for your voice.
No
Thank
problem.
you so much. Have
God
a
bless
great
you.
day. It's election
God bless
day.
you.
Woo!
Go vote.
It's election
Go vote.
day. Go vote. Bye.
Bye.
God bless.